I hope you are perfect, whole, and complete on this, what is it, Wednesday morning? I hope it's a fabulous Wednesday. Who the hair child of hair? Child, these hair, short haircuts be so cute, but wow, hard to maintain. Unless maybe I just need a proper cut. I don't really know, but I'm good and I like me, so the haircut just comes along with me. So therefore, we are good, good, and better. So good, good, and very good. I hope you are well. I love you all so much. You know, y'all, this little bralette thing, like, it's like kind of, I guess it's workout. I don't know what it is. But I lost it. And it was in my drawer. I knew I put it in the drawer. I looked in that drawer 1,000 times and I could not find it. In the same drawer, I promise I took everything out one day, which was yesterday. I went in the drawer, not even looking for it, and there it was. What is that? That is the magic of things that's right in front of our face that we cannot see. But that's about to change. That is changing in 2025. You know, I always talk, sometimes I talk a little too negatively against social media, or at least, let me just say, I love YouTube. I always say I do. I do really love YouTube. And I love YouTube, or social media in general, too, in this way, because it is educating sisters in ways that we would never get access to this type of education. There's going to be a time, I say in the next 10 years, the most 15 years, definitely 20, where women are going to be so much loving on themselves, taking care of themselves, putting themselves first, not falling for the okie doke. We're in a new era, a new time. And thank God the OG women, you know, that you can learn from. And there's so many great ones on YouTube that is helping, not hurting, but helping. And it's just putting us into a new, I don't know, like, it's like the year of the women was from the inception of human beings. You know what I'm saying? The time that the woman was the kind of one, the time where the woman was really the one that was leading in so many levels was always from the time that she was created. Like, you have to understand, this is nothing new. We just were, and this was seen, and the idea of it just became this battle between the genders and then the hatred. And I'm talking about going from the beginning of time. We are so incredible, and I say all the time, like, we are so incredible. Like, I think we can sift and sort. We can see the blessings in disguise, the things that have happened to us, the things we're learning from, our experiences is making us better. The things that happen to us, I'm telling you, especially the spiritual-minded woman, because it's your opportunity, because you forgot, you got thrown a little off, instead of letting your successes fulfill you, we let our insecurities or our hurts or our need to fill a space, a void, rule us. See, we let that, we didn't move towards what we were already doing. It wasn't satisfying enough because we didn't allow it. We didn't realize that what we did and what we have and what we had was good enough. It was actually great, and that we were supposed to stay in that same trajectory. Like I said, I don't know if it's stuffed down our throats that you're supposed to have the one. First of all, let me make sure. I'm getting excited, but we got to have our moderator. So, yes, now here we go. Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you. So, yeah, y'all, we are doing this. So, 8 people, 1 thumbs up. Let me just wait a little bit because I could get really into this, and because I'm just feeling so alive and so good and so grateful. We come on earth to have a good life, despite what anybody says, despite what the spiritual texts say. This is heaven on earth, and it's actually up to you to make it that way. We're going to do that. Bonjour from France. Bonjour, comment ça va? Bonjour, comment ça va? Yes, y'all, like, we are here for all the right reasons. We are here to succeed, and women are actually doing it. Like, we're not going to fall. We're going to recognize narcissists. We're going to recognize the leeches. We're going to recognize the one that's not coming for any good. But more importantly, we're going to recognize our own greatness. We're going to recognize our own successes. We're going to recognize our own projections and our manifestations from those projections. We're incredible. Like I think that we women tend to do things so easily that we don't then remember think about that this is like a great feat. I feel like we forget because it comes so easy to us. It's easy meaning the skill to do it, the ideas that come from, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. The work, the hard work. I don't think women, particularly black women, I don't think we're afraid of hard work. I think it's something that we realize that this hard work could benefit us and not kill us. And I love that we're learning that. We're learning how to build and so-called grind without grinding, ourselves into bits and pieces, right? Which then allows us to accept bits and pieces from others. We're learning not to accept those things. We're learning what a narcissist is and what that is. People come to destroy you. We're learning everybody's not here for our good. We're learning that we are here for our good. We only have to be here for our good. We're learning that our light just doesn't attract. Our light can protect. This is what we're learning. We're learning these things, and we're going to have a generation of young ladies that is going to be so awesome, already are, and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. I am so grateful. So again, let's wait a little bit because we want to get a moderator, so because I'm getting a little too into it. But if you're watching on the replay, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure every time you come in, you thumbs it up. I love comments from the family members, so if you have a comment, please feel free to leave it. And again, just remember that we definitely going to get the trolls doing what they do. It's their job. Everybody got one. That's theirs. And yeah. I know. I always think about like trolls. I know trolls. I don't know. I always think about like, the moderators, the kryptonite. I know they'd be like, where's the good old YouTube? Where we could just troll. Y'all couldn't get rid of us. It's like, I know, but moderators now. So you'll find something else to do. It's okay. So anyway, yeah, ladies, like I feel like, I was even thinking about this idea of saying that, I'm an empath. I'm an empath. A lot of people are like, well, I'm empathic, right? Well, I'm an empath. Don't use that as an excuse to accept bad behavior. I'm going to say it again. When you start naming yourself as an empath or in some ways using that as a defense mechanism that I'm an empath, don't use that as an excuse to accept bad behavior. Because an empath, this idea of the spiritual person as weak, the spiritual person as meek, the spiritual person as someone to get over, I don't think the Creator would have created you for that. I don't think the Creator said, you chose, the Creator and you chose to be this spiritual person, which means you come and you chose to come into a body, so it means you came to come on the earth, if you will, to have an experience to gain, to even take you to higher spiritual places, right? So you've come to do that, right? So then you think that the universe, the Creator, the divine, wouldn't equip you. Let me just hold on, it's already coming. I don't, right. Hey, okay, let me see. Hey, Carmise. Hey, Carmise. Do you really think that the Creator did not put inside of you this strength? I mean, I'm going to leave that out there. Do you really think that the Creator made you empathic so that you can be walked over or not see? Empathic doesn't mean blind. Empathic doesn't mean in denial. It doesn't mean, like, let's stop saying that as a kind of excuse, if you will, to accept bad behavior. We're not going to do it. Hey, Carmise Branch, hey, I don't know you, but I'm hoping that you're a friend, and I invite you to stay here. So we give thanks and praises. I get a lot of trolls, so I'm always on the lookout. So 44 people, 1 thumbs up. That lets me know if it's real people here that's watching or others. So I would love to see the thumbs up go up with 44 people, and I'm going to wait. If I don't see any thumbs up, then I'll know that I know. Then I'll know that I know. You're welcome. 44 people, 1 thumbs up. Trolls don't thumb up. Trolls don't thumbs up. So we already know what time it is. So I'm just watching. So anyway, okay, 1 more. Okay, so we give thanks, we give praises, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Don't buy into that for yourself. Anything that makes you deny your power, anything that makes you deny your truth, because the truth is you really are fully equipped without even trying. You came in here fully equipped. What I don't want us to do is we become we would, I'm use words that we're going to stop using after a while, but it's a good word because it helps you understand a place where you're at. We don't want to become victimized and then give ourselves like say, well, it's a reason why that happened to me. It wasn't my fault. I didn't that wasn't supposed to happen to me. I didn't know. There's always a knowing. That really is what spirituality is. Spirituality is to know. To go to the place where the knowing is always the same. To go, the wisdom is within. Yes, you haven't physically lived maybe long enough to gain as much wisdom as some others, but you do have a certain amount of discernment that's already built in. It's the thing that keeps you alive even in the womb when you were in your mother's womb. There was something that was in there that knew that I have to survive, I have to stay alive. That same thing that you came down with, the ability to live, the ability is still in you. So you don't become dumber because you're spiritual. You do not. Yes, you're right, Carmise. You're absolutely right. Accountability and boundaries, thank God for that. Yes, thank God for that because that's who gave it to you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So it's there. It's not, so don't do that to yourself. Don't make yourself feel like, well, I didn't know, or I'm an empath, so that's how they got over on me. No, your empathy makes you human. To be honest, everyone should be born empathic, and everybody probably was. But it's the idea is that it's not so much where you started, it's where you end up. And where you end up depends on what happens in between the start of you and the end of you. And a lot of times we have come into situations, circumstances that grew us in ways that were not healthy. And so we are dealing with those people when we walk out the door too. You could have had a great upbringing. I had a master class recently, and the women talked about that even though they're having difficulty now in their adult years, maybe navigating, having discernment, feeling good about themselves, that they did not come from a narcissistic family or a family that felt they were neglected or any of that. But when they got out in the world, that they have the tools to recognize some things you're not going to know until you see. Some things you're not going to know until you experience. I mean, that's called life, and that's just the way it is. No one gets to escape lessons. No one gets to escape the challenges that make you who you are and make you stronger. No one gets to escape that. No mommy or daddy is going to hold your hand out in the world and can anticipate every single thing that's going to happen to you. You have to experience. But you have what it takes to go through it and to come out of it and to see yourself better. Women, we've got so much. Remember what I was saying was, for me, I used to think like, oh, and let me just keep checking because, okay, hold on one sec. We still got it. I don't know where my people are today. 45 people, 56 people, 2 thumbs up. So I know the people's not in the house, but they're coming. Because trolls don't thumbs up. That's one thing we know for sure. So yeah, we're gonna, but again, my people, when you get this later, you watch the video later, I'm sure one of my moderators will be coming in. I can spirit. Yeah, experience is the best teacher. Yes, it is, Carmise. It is the best teacher. But we don't want to keep experiencing the same thing, right? We want to continue to learn the new things. And I think the first thing starts with the excuses. Do not excuse. Do not excuse what happened to you because you are just so sensitive and so sweet and your light shines so bright. And he saw the light and he took advantage. Stop telling that story or you will be telling that story over and over again. And I was saying to you on one video how I had this idea that, okay, yes, I've so-called grinded or I've hustled or I've moved myself to the top. We're going to change some of these words, but I got myself to the top of what I wanted. My thing, I'm motivated by passion. I'm motivated by what makes me happy, what makes me feel good. The things that I do is because I thoroughly want to do those things. And where they take me is always these beautiful surprises. So let's say you get on that track and you go down that road and you create all these beautiful things. I said that I came up in especially a lot of spiritual communities where it was, and now you have everything, but one thing you don't have, and it's the man, dot, dot, dot. And in order to have that, which I feel like is missing, which I felt, I'm gonna break it down, I would take almost the first one that came because my spirituality told me if I prayed for it, it would come. So I prayed, well, here it is. It's got to be it. Listen, y'all, that's not obviously how it works from experience. We know that. You're only, first of all, if anything you ask for because you think something is missing, it's probably not the place to ask. I think we should ask from full places, not from missing places. When I say missing, the thing you want, obviously you don't have. So that one is not so much as missing, you just want to taste and experience that. If there's some shoes in the store that you walk by every day and you see these beautiful shoes in the store, just because you don't have it don't mean it's missing. You know exactly where it is. It's not missing. You just don't have it. That's a different way to approach it. So that means that you can have it. If you want something that is not there, that you don't even see it, and you feel like it's missing because you cannot see it, then you will make yourself manifest something just to fill the space because you believe it's not there. Everything you want already exists. That means the greatest of the thing that you absolutely want already exists. So you're not asking from a place of lack. When you're asking for a place of lack, I have everything but this thing, and then you make this thing be greater than everything you ever accomplished. So always understand that, wow, take a minute when you accomplish something and say, my God, look at what I did. Look how I did it. Wow. We have to do that. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to, thank you, Carmisa. I said, you are not a victim. No, you're not. Thank you. Don't ask of lack. Yes. Be grateful for what you have and you will open doors. Yes. Okay. Okay. Hold on one sec. We got a lot. They happy. They 69 of them. They happy. They happy right now. The troll is like, she ain't got no moderator. This is great. Anyway, we love y'all. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. It's the hearts. It's the hearts. So yeah, y'all, we gotta stop playing that role. That role of it's because of my spirituality and because I'm such a good person that all these things happen to me. Well, what is the sense of having spirituality? The idea that a spiritual person is a suffering person, the idea that a spiritual person is a naive person, we got to kill that. We got to dead that. We got to let that go because it's not true. And you have to say to yourself, it's not true. Change that narrative. See the spiritual, the light giving, the light worker as wise and strong and able and enough. The enough part is everything. The enough part is essential. I realized that I'm going to change that whole idea of what that is. Even when I say, oh, I'm an introvert, use that as a form of power, not a form of weakness. An introvert to me means a person who is very careful about who, now this is where discernment comes. Introvert and discernment should be equal. Introvert should equal discernment. Because an introvert is stating that my energy, I'm so sensitive energy that I can't be around too much. Like the construction going on, that messed with me. That actually bothers the noise and the construction, it throws my energy off. Or trolls, of course, they come to throw your energy off, you know. So you're already, because you are so channeling into what is the most high, or your need to do it because it's your sustenance. It won't feed you. No man or anything else will feed you like your spirit will. So if you're disconnected and can't get to your spirit because of the noise pollution, because of the ignorance that come from trolls that need love too, you know what I'm saying? You can't give everybody the love that they need. You can't give everybody the attention that they need. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You can't give everybody. Think about, I'm just saying trolls for a second. They need love. They need energy. They want your energy. They want to feed off it because they get there's something that they're getting. But you know what? We out here meeting real life trolls. Just think about it. The trolls really represent a sector of society that really will be nothing if they don't get that reaction from you. If they don't get that energy from you. Just think about them. They're a perfect example of if you're not careful what you meet. They get satisfaction when they throw off your energy, when you're not on. I know it's hard for you to believe that there are people that exist. Trolls, we can say they're trolls, we can't see them, so we don't take them as seriously, but they are a great representation of what sometimes we will be faced. You will guard that energy. So moderators, in a sense, look at the moderator as the protector, the shield. The moderator as above, so below, as within, so without. The moderator is the one that keeps them from getting close to you. So what shield of light can you put on you and around you? What mental shield, physical shield, spiritual shield? Because that's what you're going to need. So look at the moderator as that. Trolls really, all they really want is they want to feel better about making you feel bad. It's a high for them. It makes their day, because other than that, their day would be miserable. And the thing is, they constantly need, that's why they constantly go on every video. But we got real life people out there that is doing that. And they look for things, spiritual words, things to throw you off. Even these spiritual people that come up with the Christian thing, if you're so good at Christianity, you don't have to keep spreading it to everybody that you could clearly see is not there. It's a missing part of them. And we don't even want to use spirituality because sometimes spirituality becomes wicked because we're so insecure. We need something to hold on to. We really don't believe that we were made as enough. We really don't believe that we were made fully equipped. We really don't believe it. But we were and we are. And that's the thing. That's the thing. And if you don't know it, you out here searching in all these places. I too delved into spirituality. It wasn't Christianity, but that was just a little too, I don't know, he, thou, thee. It was just too much of me. But that idea that there is this prize at the end. For Christians, just heaven. Like, don't live a life. Just forget the whole life. Just die. Just why you be born there? You know, oh, you'll be reborn. But if you were just born properly, you wouldn't have to be reborn. It's a whole thing that goes with it. And I'm telling y'all that I have awakened. And this awakening that you all will experience over and over again is that you awaken to the truth that you have it all. Empath don't mean sucker. Light worker don't mean stupid. You know, the opposite sex doesn't mean redemption or some type of now I'm fulfilled and now I have it all. You already had it all. I think that what we're going to start seeing, particularly with women, is that this idea of what used to be satisfactory, what used to be the goal, will not be the goal. We've been for so long told that you don't need to be smart. And look at that kind of ideology is coming back again. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to have your own money. You don't need to be a boss woman. You don't need to have a career. It is that same idea. The fact is that will never do. That smart, that boss you, that career-oriented person will push, will prod, and will make that household very unhappy if it is not fulfilled, because it's what you came on the earth to do. Do you understand? It's already in you. There's nothing that needs to be, there's nothing you need to tweak. The only thing you need to tweak is the realization of this truth. That is all you need to tweak, is the realization of this truth. We are changing. There's too many elders on YouTube now and social media. There's too many young women even that's telling you that you don't have to watch those podcasts with the man that tells you how to get a man, what a man thinks, what a man wants in a woman. Those are almost as ridiculous, and they're playing on you because they're playing on you got everything, and that's what you can't have. You got everything, but you can't figure out how to get that, because maybe that isn't, if you have to have plots and ploys, and that's not what you want. You're in the wrong direction. You are enough. We don't even enjoy a life that we've created. We, black women, have created some beautiful lives for themselves, but we don't even enjoy it. We don't even give ourselves props for. We don't even live in the abundance. But I'm saying a lot of us actually do and are and will to the end. There's a great life for you, and you've already created it. It was already created for you. It was already waiting for you. To wake up to that realization is everything. You don't have to be angry, mad. You release, let go, and move on. Now your shield, though, like I said, has to include discernment, speaking up for yourself. The things that we've got and the things that we've done and the way that we are to get the things that we have tells us that's the same way we have to apply to every single day in our life, because we really are the ones that need to be protected. And we can do that ourselves. We're not walking alone. We have our higher beings. We have our higher self. And I think that the thing is, we just have to tap into that. We have to tap into that. And when we tap into that, remember, and that's an everyday tapping now, honey. That ain't no today and then tomorrow I don't have to do my spiritual work. Your spiritual work is to check in with yourself and make sure the light is around you. Make sure you're shielded. Deal with anything, insecurities. Talk to somebody. Get help from a professional, whatever that is. Join classes. Listen to Positive Women on YouTube. Positivity, yes. If somebody's telling you the truth, it may hurt, it may not sound good, but if it's going to make you better, then it's good. You don't need these things that show you, I got everything. I got the money, I got the house, I got the car, I got all these beautiful things that really, in this society, is necessary to live a good life. There's another people who say, well, those are material things, materials don't matter. That's what the slickster will come to you. You need love. No, you were built with love. You are love. Love is your foundation. That's the one thing you don't have to search out yourself to get. You were born with the greatest, most powerful force in the universe, and that's love. You have that. No one can give you that. How's somebody going to give you something you already got? Like, oh, I'm going to give you this. I bought you some cans of soup. Well, I got 500 cans of soup in the basement. Well, I thought you need more. No, let me tell you what I need. Okay, and I can even get that. Everything you need, you already have. It's an affirmation. Everything I need, I already have. Everything I need, I already have. Everything I need, I already have. You already have it. And when you wake up to see it, you'll never let those people that come in to use, to abuse, they will literally shrivel up and die. They will melt right in front of you. They will implode, self-destruct. It's going to be a time when women are not going to fall for the same things. They're going to be happy. You don't even acknowledge how smart you was. You don't even acknowledge what it took to build what you built, to create what you created, and to have what you have. If you could just do that, if you could just big yourself up every day and continue, there is joy in that. There is glory in that. Loved ones, you have real people around you that love you every day, because they don't look like the fantasy, because they don't look like what the movie said. It could be your family, your children, your parents, your loved ones. And there's always, and those people are not your people, because sometimes your family's not. There are so many others that are just like you, but you have to maintain who and what you are. And I'm not talking about your material maintaining. You can do that. I'm talking about your spiritual maintenance. If you can maintain that, oh my, I could just feel the newness. I can feel the wholeness that is coming inside of me, that is me. I said that this channel was, from now on, will be dedicated to our wholeness and what that really looks like. It's not just, like I said, it's not just, oh, I won't be out there no more. I don't trust. I don't this. No, we're always going to move in a loving spirit. But that doesn't mean is that the loving spirit is not discerning. That doesn't mean that there's no boundaries to that loving spirit. It doesn't mean that. Just this, if I could get us to not equate spiritual, religious with doormats and this inability to block out the negative rays. And stand on that. Don't stand on that. That's not true. It's not. Do never again will you equate empathic with sorry, doormat. You'll never do it again. An inability to say no, an inability to repel rather, negativity. The two are not the same. Thank you. Thank you for the love. They're not in the same category at all. Y'all, and I'll tell you, all you women that's moving, all you women that's leaving the countries that you have been in, especially I'm from the States, but I live in Ghana. Honey, I keep telling you that these foreign countries, they got something for you. You want to talk about narcissism? Big time here, because the culture allows it. Because the culture, because of the situation, the poverty, all of it, you really going to have to love on yourself. And you really going to have to be smart. And you really going to have to realize this one thing. You already have it all. There's nothing outside of you that you will ever need, because if it truly is inside of you, it must be manifested on the external level. You don't have to chase, you don't have to listen to all these gurus that tell you, especially the man, that this is how you get me. It's kind of silly now. And I think we're over it. And we're going to continue to be over it. Good morning, Iffy. And we're going to go see. That's wonderful. Thank you for telling me the time. I appreciate it. 4:28 a.m. where you are, and it's 8:29 a.m. where I am. So yes, I am 4 hours ahead of the East Coast. And thank you for reminding me that people are asleep. I think I come on this time, but maybe I'll come on a little later too. So you'll definitely catch the replay. I hope that y'all do. The ones that not. But thank you, Iffy. I appreciate that. And Carmise, yes, watch the energy you bring and who you sit around. You have to watch it. At some point, you won't even attract it. But you definitely have to watch it, because it takes practice. And I think that watching it is true. I think that having that tenors up and understanding, it's almost like I say, you are the same person that got those degrees. You are the same person that bought that house. You are the same person that created that career. So the fact that we go not knowing what we're supposed to be doing when it comes to people, especially when it comes to this idea of love, that's what I said. I know that, our hearts need some fixing. It's something I say in my poem. Because we know too much just by the things that we've accomplished to lazily, I would say, act like now this is where we dropped the ball. I think it's not that we don't know when it's happening. We're quite clear that this is some BS. We're quite clear that this is a lie. We're quite clear that this is not too good to be true, because it's not true. I think we're very, very clear. It's the lies that we tell ourselves that I'm saying we don't need to do that anymore. It's not to our benefit. And the fact that we would bypass all of those signals within ourselves to have this really, which is really boils down to nothing, says, okay, let's do the hard work. Okay, let's do the inner work. Because you can work. We know that. You built empires. You know what I'm saying? You built communities. You've done incredible things. So it tells me that you know how to do the work. And yes, some will say, well, the inner work is different than what other work? All work is inner work. Even anything manifested was manifested from the inner work. So you can do it, and you will do it, period. No more of using your empathic nature, your introversion. No more using I'm spiritual, religious. No more using my light shines so bright, I attract. This is all got to stay in 2024, honey, and beyond. And you know what I'm saying? I realized that in myself, like I'm gonna stop saying these things that justify why I fell for the okie doke. I fell with my eyes wide open. You didn't just fall and your eyes was closed. Your eyes was open. You knew it was coming. The only way it could come, it had to come. But you saw it all along. Let's stop playing with the I don't know and I'm not sure and what really happened. Let me look at this reading. Look at this. You know exactly. You saw it from the beginning. You're too smart. You're too intelligent. And we're only hurting ourselves when we act like we don't know. Because I'm not talking about experience. Yes, experience can teach you. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm not talking about, oh, you're youthful, so I'm going to give you this excuse. Your intuition is not youthful. It's old. Period. Discernment, born with it. So I don't care if you're 5. You know, right? You know that something's not right. I didn't say no right from wrong. I'm saying you know that person is touching me in an inappropriate way, even at 5. You can't do nothing about that now because that's not your fault. But what I'm saying is I'm just giving a point that the something in us is built in us to know the way my daddy is saying, the way my boss is, the way my caretaker is talking to me, it doesn't feel good. A child knows what doesn't feel good and what does. That's why I'm saying we could kill that excuse. We're not going to use it. I'm included. We're not going to use our empathy. We're not going to use our introvert. We're not. Those things should make us more sensitive since we can feel. Since we can feel, why do we get dumb when it comes to another person? Okay, that's the heart. That's the heart needing to fix. Thank you, daughter nature. Your ancient, yes, ancient wisdom. Yes, that's built already in. Like I said, when I think about children, children know when this is wrong. Children know. They be like, "Ooh, that's not nice. Why are you talking? Why? Ooh, I don't like the way this feels." And they be 5. So I already know you already got it in you. You already know it ain't working. You too smart. Now you older, you gain. Let's stop that so that we don't have to have the rally. Like, yo, we all bad. We're women. I'm so great. Like, wait a second. You and I'm not faulting you. I'm saying I'm stopping too. We on this, we in this together. Okay, we're in this together. We're not going to make spirituality mean that we are just victims out there and everybody wants to get a piece of us. We're not doing it anymore. Purple pillar. I have a moderator. I thank you so much. Don't let your heart lead for sure. But how about the 5-year-old that knows that the thing is wrong? They have a heart too. See, the 5-year-old makes me go back to the whole thing is that's an excuse too. See, what it was I wasn't using my head. I was using my heart. No, you using that as an excuse because you did not want to do some work that needs to be done. If the heart truly led, it would lead you in the right direction. It would lead you only to love. You mean don't let the broken heart lead, right? Don't let the heart that is scorned or hurt or shattered lead. Because the true heart can only lead you to true love. Everything else is fake. So it's that same thing. Let's watch everything. And let's say the thing so we can see how like, oop, that's the saying. That's that excuse. That's that thing that makes me not take accountability. Because if I don't, I'll do it again. If it says, I'm the damsel in distress, they took advantage of me. It was my heart and my heart. And I'm because everybody will say, yes, well, your heart. We can't make you wrong because that's your heart. Our heart needs some fixing. If love ain't committing, then maybe our hearts need some fixing. Let's take the time to properly dine our bodies. Don't swallow everything because all ain't clean. You get it? Maybe our hearts ain't clean. If love ain't committing, maybe our hearts need some fixing. So it ain't ruled by your heart. You mean a broken heart? Because your whole heart would never put you in that. It's us saying these things that make us stay in these dreams that don't allow us to be seen. We got a ream of illusion around our heads. We so quickly want to be with him and go to bed when he can't even be or led himself. So what is that about for real? Why do you allow this universe to steal what you know ain't real? Like, why do you do it? Like, it's a whole thing with this. So I'm saying, I want to be the first one to say, I wasn't led by my heart. It wasn't that I'm too nice. It's not because my light shines so bright. It's not because I'm empathetic. It's because my heart needs some fixing. It's because I've done work on every aspect. That's why I'm where I am today, but I have not done the work on my heart. And if I keep coming with these excuses, I'm going to be in trouble. And we're not going to do that anymore. So yes, I've been 4 years celibate. I just say, oh, I know it's great. Congratulations too. I love that for you. And that's a great way to go. I can hear what you're saying. Everything you're saying shows me that too, Carmise. I want to welcome you too. Everything you're saying. See this man. Oh, I want this man. Hold on one sec, y'all. See if I can get him. All right, y'all. Your girl got to go. Let me go put on some real clothes because there's a bunch of men folk amongst us. And we're going to protect ourselves right away, okay? This is the real life. You want to protect yourself, put some clothes on, okay? Put some clothes on. Hold on, y'all. That's number 1, not number 2. That's what you start off right there. You want to talk about discernment, you got to learn it, okay? Oh, it's coming out my ears, child. Earrings is falling out. I got to find another one. But on the real protection before erection. Protection before erection, okay? Say that one. Look at me. I'm so serious. I know I just lost another. I ain't losing this around. Things are never lost but yours. But yours will never be lost. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I say, yes, I can be empathic and still tell you no. That's why I had to learn I have a choice. Come on, Queen. And I love it. And I love it. Okay, he's coming in. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.